is what my mum shit and sugar on toast.
My late father-in-law used to you'd ask him, what are we having? He'd say, shit on toast.
Yeah. How you going, Dan?
And he's saying, please don't tell me Vegemite either.
I'll go get some for you if you want.
You heathen Australians are raised on Vegemite.
We bathe in it when we're young.
Yeah.
That's it. You're kicked out. Get out. Come on.
Oh, he won $20 playing basketball. You're into the betting, are you?
Did you go out to a court, or was that online?
He's probably a basketball hustler, like football hustlers, you know.
Well, he rides push bikes, you see, so he's must be like, oh, yeah, I like this dude's push bike. I'll give him a game of basketball and kick his ass and take his bike.
Yeah, the pink slips.
Shit.
Dan saying he's a bad yet good gambler. His state legalised gambling, and I've won thousands recently.
Nice.
I'm afraid every time I go near any gambling joint, I lose my money.
Every time I go to the casino, I'll take $60 with me and always walk out with more.
Yeah, pokies, that's what you call it. That's what we call it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I go in with $50. When that's gone, or I've won a fair amount, then I'll leave.
Yep. I like the chocolate wheel. I tend to win money on that for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, well. And he says he usually plays blackjack.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm never any good at that.
Used to play that a lot when we were waiting for boats and that to come in when I worked at the boat sheds.
Yeah.
That and cribbage.
My tells must have been easy, you see.
Sorry.
I said my tells must have been easy. You can tell when I've got a good hand.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a sec.
And he says he doesn't play by the book. The side bets pay off for him.
Sorry, what was that? I just had to go into the other shed.
Yeah, I don't play by the book. The side bets pay off for him.
Yep. I think I might just leave this in the other shed, I reckon.
So you can probably build some shelves in the other shed as well, because you're not going to have a lot in there, are you?
Oh, you better take that one up with Amber. She's claimed it already.
Well, if you put shelves in there for her, that'll be, and you, it'll be good.
She's got we got a 4-tier shelf. We got it from a closed down bottle.
Oh yeah.
So it's a nice heavy duty one.
Yeah.
She's got that in there already, and a couple other cabinets that need to go into the spot where I've taken out the bench and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
she's got some stuff sorted out in there, and one bench is staying in there, so she'll at least have a flat spot to work on.
Yeah.
But I think she'll be brushing the cobwebs away, to be honest, every time she goes into that shed.
Well, I was going to say that, but I thought I'd better not.
Don't worry, I'll tell her. She's got a lathe now, even though I'm still using it. She's got a lathe.
Yeah.
I was checking out a compressor the other day. It was, I think I've touched something. Touched some dye somewhere.
I think so.
It was 200 litres, I think. It did.
Oh yeah.
It was $200.
Oh, that's all right. That's not bad.
Yeah. So I'll get that next pay.
No, that was stain, Dan, not a cut.
Yeah, that's, I've got red dyes, and yeah, it's just yeah, it does hurt though. Yeah. Oops. Take that. Me fly screen for the door. Christmas one.
They won't keep them out because of the gaps in the roof thingos up there.
Where? Oh, up there. Yeah.
Yeah, the flies will fly straight in there.
Right.
Oh,
Bit knackered at Rockshall there, eh?
sorry?
Bit knackered at Rockshall.
Bit what?
Bit knackered, you know?
No, not really. Just need to stretch every now and again. Geez, you're a noisy bugger.
Yeah, try to be.
How can I sleep with that going on?
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, you might be dry now.
Sorry,
I think it's dry now.
that's come up well. G'day, Joy. How are you?
How you going, Joy? Just, it's got a stain of some description in there. I don't know what the bloody hell it is, but
What, the big oval bit down the bottom there?
that bit there.
That's just part of the treatment where it's probably sucked up something.
Yep.
In the water.
Oh, when I got the lathe back in here, I'll put it back on there and finish it. That's that bottle brush.
Yeah. Well, I can't speak for Jay, but I'm not too bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty good, thank you. How you been? How are you and your mother, Joy? Okay, thanks. Yeah, it was getting a bit, it was pissing me off, to be quite honest. But yeah, I've proved my point. It takes me 6 years to grow 2 inches of hair. No, Dan. She's closer to you than we are to you.
Yeah. Down the bottom end of America. Joe, you might find stuff you never knew you had.
It's just stuff that I've just chucked. I've taken out the center punches that I need, and the other ones just sit in the packet.
Yeah.
Good friend, though. You know.
Yeah. Well, they used to be a good brand. I don't know about now.
No. No, thankfully that's from when they were good. Wow.
Yeah. I recognise that.
Wonder who did that.
I wonder.
I wonder. Sorry. I don't even remember what the name of that song is. It's just the tune stuck in my head.
Who wrote the Book of Love?
Okay.
I wonder who wrote the Book of Love. Chapter 1, Think of Love.
It's in this is I don't know, just me sometimes. It's in a movie called Stand By Me.
So,
It's in a movie called Stand By Me.
oh yeah.
Got River Phoenix and a couple other characters in it. Take that.
You want to get a plastic bag for all those cloths?
Yeah, I've got some in here that can't be used because they've got silky stuff on them, so I'm just going through them. And then this is that gridded stuff.
Oh yeah.
Just falls apart. So I'm just going through it. I've got a bag in the other shed. Whew. Yeehaw, I've been looking for that. Been looking for that, mate. I've been looking for that.
Oh, well, you found it now. You know, I've never seen an episode of Breaking Bad.
Haven't you?
No, never sort of interested in me. I couldn't get interested in it.
I was going to say, I don't think you'd be interested in it, to be honest.
Yeah.
If you didn't get into Cheech and Chong, you're not going to get into Breaking Bad because it's just another drug. Nah, Malcolm in the Middle is better to watch than Breaking Bad.
I've never seen a Malcolm in the Middle either.
Ah, it's got the same dude. The main character in it is the dad in that. In the main character out of Breaking Bad is the dad in this.
Oh, yeah. And I've only ever watched probably half an episode of The Simpsons and about a quarter of an episode of South Park, and I banned the kids from watching them.
Yeah, I don't blame you. South Park's a bit rough.
Yeah.
And that's being polite about it too.
Yep. If kids are using that as an example of being a teenager and that, no wonder they act the way they do.
I've muted it because it sounds like it's landing on my house.
What? Oh, the plane. Yeah. Unfortunately, Joy, all cities have that problem. Fortunately, in Melbourne, it's confined to little areas, so keep out of those areas, there's no problems.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same here, Joy. South Australia. We've got areas, well, to be fair, every area has bad people in it. It just depends on just how much they want to hide what they do or whether they don't really give a rat's ass what they do. We've got neighbourhoods like that where they don't care. Don't drive into them because you might not drive out.
And Joy also said, Mum said to say hello to you guys. Hello, Mum. How you going?
How you going, Mum? In New Mexico?
also said that's why she wants a small farm, no people around. Well, we're fairly lucky here. Where I am is still a rural, basically a semi-rural town. And even though we've got the highway at the front, it's great.
Yeah, I've got something for you to munch on.
Oh, yeah. That'd fix the diarrhea anyway.
Yeah. Cool.
A full tube.
Yeah, they're both full.
Yeah, they've got a shelf life, you know.
Yeah, has it?
Yeah.
I haven't opened them at all.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It's supposed to be used within 12 months.
Well, they're both stuffed then because I've had them for about 2 years.
No, you probably still get away with them, but they recommend 12 months.
Yeah.
No, she probably wouldn't, Joy. I think she'd probably have something to say about it.
What?
Joy said, well, if I could join you there, Robbo, I would, but I don't think your wife would like it very much.
That's an interesting find.
And Dan says he has his eye on a small farm downstate, only 80 acres, however, 250k or so.
You can have brown chicken, brown cow then, can't you? Then. Oh, God. Have you heard that song, Robbo?
Yeah, I think I have, actually. Oh, I'm stiff today for some reason.
It's because you had to go to the doctor's.
Dan says he just wants the land for a buffer zone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good idea. Look at this massive hammer.
Yeah.
It's tiny.
Tack hammers.
Cat hammer.
He's going to fill it with scrap metal.
Have your own wrecking yard, eh, Dan? That's a quick way to get scrap metal in there anyway. I mean, it'll take you a long time to fill that property with push bikes.
Yeah.
You'll have much more luck with trucks and cars, I think. Seen an old F100 out in the road this morning. Oh my God, I think there was more rust holding it together than actual metal. They got it. Only in South Australia, I tell you.
You're in Michigan, aren't you, Dan? I remember right, the same as Uncle Bob. Dr. Bob, it was.
Uncle Bob.
Yeah.
I don't know what wood this is, but yeah, I think he's pretty close, Robbo.
WV, West Virginia, right. And Dan has said e-waste vent in Melbourne makes bank doing e-waste and scrap metal. must be a YouTuber or something, e-waste pen.
And Dan, do you guys does your state offer money for cash back on bottles and stuff like that, drink bottles and stuff like that? Like Coke, I mean not Coke cans, but aluminium soda cans and stuff like that, and plastic bottles. Oh yeah. Okay. So you get for like alcohol can, you can do alcohol and stuff like that. The only reason I ask is because not everywhere does it. Not everywhere's got the nous to to start get their people to do it. You know, it's kind of a form of recycling in a sense, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I've done that a couple of times when I was younger when they had the Grand Prix here. Made a couple $100 just from cans and bottles.
The problem is that they've over-regulated it now.
Yeah.
Like, there's only certain places, like when I was growing up, you used to pay, it was threepence extra on soft drink bottles, and you returned them to the milk bar where you bought them, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of having to go to a bloody separate thing and muck about.
They're a little bit particular these days. You got to take the lids off, and I know for a fact they give you less money if they have to remove the lids. If you leave the lids on there.
There was all our bottles were glass, of course. That was the thing with a bottle opener, so there weren't any lids on it. And Joy said it is, but the problem is Mum refuses to move out of New Mexico, and most of the land does not come with mineral rights. You're really only buying the top 3 feet.
Yeah.
And Oregon and Michigan are 2 states out of 50 that do 10 cents. Few others do 5 cents.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be 5 cents here. It used to be 5 cents for a small bottle, and when 1 litre drink bottle Coke, mainly Coke, 1 litre fizzy drink bottles were very popular here, glass ones. They used to be 20 cents each.
And Arizona, last Joy checked, was at 15 cents. And she said everywhere in Michigan there's a machine that takes them back.
Yeah.
Because it's not like that in Melbourne. We've got to travel bloody 20 kilometres or something to put any in.
Yeah, they tried the machines here and they failed miserably. Because they're run by scouts over here, so.
I don't know who they're run by here. I just don't bother going to them. All goes in the bloody rubbish bin.
Yeah, don't worry. We took your cans and bottles when we were there because we knew they were going in the bin.
Yeah. Oh, look, I had a heap of Coke bottles here, and I just put them all in the recycle bin the other day.
Yep.
Dan says he goes to Walmart, which has 20 machines.
Blasphemy. there is a slight lip on this. It goes over about half a centimetre.
I'd still extend it out to 70 or 80 millimetres.
All right. Is that far enough? I've got to chop the ends off of this because it's been out in the rain. The ends have swelled slightly.
Chipboard, yeah. Okay, what's IKR mean?
I don't know if it's chipboard, eh?
Give us a look at the edges of it. That's chipboard, I'd say. It's swelled up in the rain.
Oh yeah, it has too. You can see it on the ends.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And Dan says the Walton saved me money though. Oh, I know, right. Okay, good. That's what I thought it might have been, but I'm not sure. The Walton saved me money. Thought so. I don't mind making them ultra billionaires. If you can get a solid board, that'd be even better.
No, I haven't got any. I've got bits of ply, but they're like half the size of the top of this.
Yeah, because they'll just flex in between.
Yeah, I was gonna bolt it down to the top.
No, there's no Walmart in Australia.
Well, that grinder's fixed down to a piece of ply anyway, so I can just fix that down to that, huh?
Yeah, I know it's fixed through the ply. I was just saying, if you're going to put a shelf on there, you're better off putting a complete thing out because that's not going to stop any crap from falling into the drawers. I've been like that.
Yeah, I'll get there eventually, but something to put the grinder on at least.
From what I can gather, Walmart's are the spectator sport anyway.
And some. Half of YouTube's dedicated to it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, the people of Walmart.
Yeah.
Taxation rate in Australia.
Depends how much you earn.
Yeah, it's all earnings based in Australia.
If you earn when I was working, if you earn say $120 for the week or something, like just say for instance, because cleaning work that I used to do only went for 4 hours a day at the end of school and stuff like that, so I'd get $120 for I don't know 5 or 6 shifts or something like that, and I wouldn't get taxed on it because it wasn't enough. So yeah, I can't tell you about the other end, but I'm sure Robbo can.
Yeah, but I won't. We pay too much, that's for sure.
We pay tax on everything, and then we pay it again, Dan, because we've got GST as well. And that's everything that's been handled.
Yeah.
So everything.
It's a few consumer tax.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Howard didn't go far enough when he put it into place. Dan says, don't tell Uncle Sam I don't claim a lot of my income.
What? What was I meant to forget?
Yeah, exactly. He says he sees nurses, doctors, and lawyers, etc. Yeah, I dare say, like, it's only a few odd ones that make it onto YouTube with their outrageous modes of dress, I suppose, and that. If you choose to ignore us, Joy, that's fine.
You better go back and have a look, Joy. We were talking about you. I can't repeat it now that you're here, though. Not really, Joy. Just
Oh, yes, yeah. I agree. Walmart customers can be the funny of YouTube, though. I'd rather watch them than the Asians' idea of jokes, of pranks anyway, that are all staged and everything. Joy's saying cans go for about 6 cents here.
okay. Unless they do it.
Yeah, true.
.05, that's our limit. Whoops, wrong limit.
No, they're bloody pigeons or doves in the background. Pigeons.
Yeah, bloody annoying things, aren't they? They're like they've got a horn on their head. I call them the flying rats. Just they'll nest anywhere basically, and they don't even have much of a nest. And then there's people across the road that feed them. So.
Oh yeah, pigeon pie in England is apparently a real delicacy. So.
Oh, don't worry, I've threatened them a couple of times.
Yeah, I think you could get yourself a good air rifle.
Yeah. There you go, Dan. I'll put it on share screen and I'll show you what the bird that's making the noise, not the actual bird, but
a facsimile.
Yeah. There you go. There's the noisy bastards. They just don't shut up. Oh, now the squawker magpie's having a go. And it's called Squawker Magpie because it's a noisy SOB. Looks tasty. Starting to sound like the natives here, mate. How you going, Chris? Yeah, late one today. Just I had to go and help someone move some stuff, and I didn't get to their place till 10:30 or something. So, and then when I got home, it was my lunchtime. So, yeah. So I'd show you all the weeds in my garden, you know.
It looks good day, Chris. It looks very picturesque in that shot, actually, Joe.
Yeah. I make sure I've got I like my herbs. So you got this really big bush up the back here. That's rosemary. There's a little bush back behind it. That's thyme. Another thyme down here, a darker green. Doesn't look like there's anything there, but it's just a darker green plant. You see the red ones, the red bits here. That's a little chili plant there with chilies on it.
No, you can dig that up and throw it out.
right up the very back there, up against the fence. They're a Japanese bamboo. They get like a red berry on them. There. Up the back here is a China Dole tree. Just there.
It's only a dwarf.
Yeah, well, it's only about 4 years old.
Right.
It was only it was 2 foot when we bought it. I've got the other one over there though. The other China Dole tree there. Yeah. It goes up a fair way. If it doesn't stop snapping off in the winter time, you know.
And Chris says it looks like a postcard.
Yeah.
And Joy says Globe Basil is my favourite, second to Tarragon.
Nice one, Dan. Yeah.
No,
well, it's decriminalised in South Australia, but all that means is that they say we'll still take it, and you get an on-the-spot fine, and that's it, basically. And if you're nice to them, they might shake the plant and leave some behind, you know. That's about as good as it gets. And every other state, I think other states have decriminalised it now, but I'm not too sure. But that's as far as it goes. You can apply for a medical card, but no, there's the herbs in that backyard, but it ain't those kind of herbs, Dan. And the stakes there that's got the wire around it, that was my world record chili bush, but it died on me in the winter time because they're a bit of a Nancy in the winter time. And there's my massive wood pile. Look at it. It's huge, mate. Nearly over the fence. It's trying to climb the fence.
Trying to get out.
Yeah, it is. I don't blame it.
Don't know if you're reading the chat or not.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I won't bother saying anything.
Have some colours. Camera's drunk now. Yeah, I've tried to grow pumpkin to take over my backyard with those runners. They go crazy.
Yeah. That's real good.
I've tried it once before. I did it on a. I got a. They call it glass house here, but they're just plastic. It's a plastic frame that you link up together, and then you put a plastic sheet over the top. I had one in the ground, growing up and weaving up and down through that. It was going up and down about 20 times to try and stop it from running around on the ground. Didn't stop it.
No. I had an uncle that used to do all his front yard in potatoes.
Oh yeah.
He's in a residential area.
Yep. No, I'll stick with herbs. They're more. They're easier. You just plant them and let them grow.
Me, I like trees.
Yeah.
As you probably guessed when you came to our place.
Yep.
I'm not a flower person, but I do like some of the flowering trees I've got.
Yeah. I like a little bit of colour in the garden.
In November or January, whenever the flowering gum comes out the front, it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I've got one of them in a pot growing the red flowering gum.
Oh yeah.
They get to about 3.5 meters tall.
No, this one's over that.
Yeah.
There's three of them there.
Sorry?
There's 3 of them there.
Yep. No, I planted some seeds. They all popped up, and at the end of winter, I got one gum tree left. And like the site that I was reading anyway, it said they mostly won't survive winter, and if they do, then they'll be strong. So I've got one that's about that big now. I'll put that out. It's going out the front. Are they prickly when you eat them, Joy?
No, you peel them. Get rid of the prickles off them. So it's a soury sort of taste, if I remember right, Leonard, Joy.
Do they look like a pear or what? Looks like a pear, smells like a pear. Must be a pear.
Mm.
Like the kiwi fruit. You know what that really is, don't you?
Yeah, Chinese gooseberry.
Yeah. Nothing to do with the bloody kiwis.
That was the best marketing ploy by New Zealand ever.
Yeah. Now they've done it again. They've made a gold one. A gold kiwi. That's like, come on, man. It tastes like shit.
Guy said you roast off the needles and then peel them.
Okay. Roast off the needles. All right.
Mm.
I'm going to have to Google what that looks like now. It's kind of got me curious. Oh, it's a cactus.
Yeah.
Ah.
If you,
It says
you've probably seen them actually. Their botanical name is Cactoblastus or something. Cactoblastus. And I bought out here in about the late 1800s or 1900s to provide feed, I think, for the cattle in the outback, because bloody things will grow everywhere. And Australia actually got overrun with them. They became a weed. So they had to kill them all off. But there's still quite a few places where there's a fair clumps of them around the place.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that type of cactus before around.
Yeah. And the needles are as sharp as hell. Just
Yeah.
sharp. Dan
Interesting.
reckons kiwi fruit's awesome. Super sweet, but oh so good.
Barbecue.
Yeah, secret to barbecuing a kangaroo. Got to be done right, or you end up with meat that's as tough as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be better off. You'd be better off getting some leather and cutting it. You'd have more chance with that, I think. If it's cooked wrong.
Like we always used to say, would you make up a stew out of kangaroo and put a brick in there, and when the brick was soft, you threw out the kangaroo meat and ate the brick.
Did you buy them from the shop, Joy, or did you grow? Did you know someone that's got the cactus? Might have to pinch them off the cactus next time I see him.
Sure, it's not the finger operating it, Joy.
I think you're far enough away for that comment, Robbo.
Yeah. I don't know. I must admit, I've never had kangaroo meat in brine before, so.
No. I've never heard of it.
No, most of it's sold as steaks or things like that.
It's an odd meat when it comes to cooking it.
Yeah. Apparently, it's a lot healthier than eating lamb or beef, but.
Oh, Joy, that's because your phone is prioritising what it thinks needs the power more. That's why. I've got a tablet that does that. I do a bit of research, and that's what it is. It's the operating system.
Not the operator.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to disappear shortly.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, actually. I've finished doing what I needed to do.
I've got a bloke coming in today to have a look at something in the workshop, so he'll be here shortly.
All right. I'll knock it on the head then.
All right. I'll catch you all later.
All right. See you, Joy. See you, Chris. See you, Dan. Anyone else floating in the background? Not saying anything? Bye. Yeah. Just wait for the light. Yeah.
To catch up.
See you, mate. See you, Joy.